Okay, so let's jump right into it. Inside of this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to buy the exact vehicles you need from private sellers without having any experience whatsoever. That's the neat part about it. And what you're probably going to be asking right now is why this is going to be worth your time, right? And so TJ here at iDrive1 Motor Cars, they were able to spend $700 and net 27 grand using the processes that we offered them. Mark here at Houston Auto Sales is buying the exact vehicles he needs for his inventory. He's filling up his inventory, and he's only spending $100 per acquisition, right? So these are things that are extremely important. I guarantee you, if you wait to the end, this is going to be definitely worth your time, right? And I'm also going to give you guys a bonus for staying through to the end, which is I'm going to give you access to my PDF, which is the perfect marketing campaign. All that is, we're taking the campaigns that we use that is working today, and we're putting that on the PDF. We're giving it to you. You're going to have access to the keywords and some other things. And then you can duplicate this and implement it into your business and get similar results, right? So you don't want to refresh this page. Don't click away because the timer will restart, and then you got to come back, and then you got to wait until the video gets to the end again, right? So let's get into it. First things first, I'm going to tell you who this is going to be for. Franchise dealerships, independent dealerships, buy here, pay here dealerships, luxury exotic dealerships, and even volume dealerships. Who this is not going to be for is anyone who's not really willing to invest into their marketing, right? We're looking at right around $2,000 to $5,000 minimum just to get started, is what you're going to have to invest inside of your business. Now, if you don't have the proper resources to actually purchase vehicles, again, this is probably not going to be the right fit for you. Now, a lot of you guys may not know who I am. My name is Ricky Ward. And before I was in the position that I'm in right now, I actually started on the sales floor, right? So I sold vehicles. This is actually my first customer that I sold. This is me here on the desk 7 months later. I was in charge of managing 13 salespeople. And then eventually I stepped into F&I where, I was turning paper. So what I want to unpack is how I actually discovered this system that we're using that's generating results for our dealer clients. And if I had to pick one word to choose that allowed us to get to that point, that word would be focus, right? So it's not about what we said yes to. It's not about always saying yes to everything, right? What it's really about is saying no to almost everything. And so the one thing we decided to say yes to was solving our inventory problems, and everything else we just said no to. And the reason why is because we understood at the time that there's going to be some chip shortages, vehicle shortages, and that's going to change the way dealers compete in the marketplace. And if you think about it, prior to COVID, people didn't have inventory issues, right? Their problems were, hey, we're not selling enough. We got the cars. We're just not selling enough. And now that's how people are competing. That's how dealers are competing. They're competing through inventory. Okay. So if you don't have the vehicle, someone else does. I mean, you're just going to lose. And that's just how it's working nowadays. That's how the market is turning up. So now, again, like I said, a lot of people are going to be competing through inventory. This is what we noticed at the start of COVID. And because of that, this is what we decided to focus on heavily. And through time and many reps and many tests, many implementations, right? Many us hitting our head against the wall, we were able to develop a system that was duplicatable and that we knew for sure we can guarantee results, right? And so there's 3 strategies that you guys are going to have to follow if you want to duplicate the same results and buy vehicles from the private sellers and get the exact vehicles that you want. And so what we will cover are 3 different secrets, right? Number 1, that's having an irresistible offer. You got to have one, right? We'll go into that. Number 2 is intent-based marketing. We'll go into that as well. And then last but not least is disclosures, and we'll dive into that as well. So jumping into irresistible offers, you need to have an irresistible offer that if the seller, let's put it this way, the offer is so good that they will feel stupid for saying no. Once you have an offer like that, that's what we call an irresistible offer. And what I want to do is I want to show you exactly how it works, okay? So let's take examples, dealership A and dealership B, right? You got 2 dealers. Dealership A and dealership B both want to increase their inventory and know exactly what type of inventory they need to fill, okay? And so they both decide to market and they both decide to use the same channel, okay? Dealership A is barely getting by. They're barely purchasing vehicles. They're barely getting leads. And dealership B is just, they're getting a ton of leads. They're knocking it out of the park. They're buying vehicles every single week. What you got to ask yourself is, hey, what is the difference? Why is dealership A not getting results, but dealership B is? And this is happening in real life with a lot of people. Dealership Bs are our clients. Dealership As are our clients before they meet us. And so what the difference is literally just the offer, right? And I'm going to give you guys some examples of what we see in the marketplace, what you guys see in the marketplace. And starting out with dealership A, this is an example of the offer that they give you, right? So you either land on their landing page, go on their website, and then this is an offer that you see. Get an instant quote in seconds, right? Or get an instant quote within 15 minutes or within 10 minutes, right? They're always attaching some type of time value to it, right? Here is the secret sauce. This is how you get things to work. This is how we create an irresistible offer. We'll beat your offer, or we'll give you carrot. We dangle a carrot right in front of them, right? Now, I know what you're going to say. Ricky, listen, if I offer a carrot to them, then all of my leads are not going to be interested, and they're not going to be really going through our system to sell their vehicle. They're just going through our system to get this carrot. Well, I want to tell you guys, you are wrong, okay? And so here's a video that I want to, of Mark at Houston Auto Sales, that I want to kind of fast forward through. This is a testimony of his that he gave us. That's going to allow you guys to really get an understanding of why offers are so important.
Small amount of leads we're getting, we're buying a lot of cars. Yeah, I mean, definitely, you're not trying to undermine it. On the other hand, I think you're doing a good job, and the money we put in and we invested with you has paid back definitely many folds. Okay. It's definitely been a good return on our investments. And I recommend what you've done with it. I mean, I recommend your work to any dealership that wants to do the same thing, or maybe a campaign for some other purpose. But you know, I'll talk about our experiences to buy cars. It's been successful, so I recommend your service to any dealership that wants to use you. Just don't use his service to buy cars in my zip code. Stay away from my zip code and use his service.
All right, so you hear it. Stay away from his area. But yeah, so that right there is a testimony of Mark was able to give us. But he's buying a ton of vehicles, guys, and he's made his money back tenfold, as he said. And that's because, again, we have the right offer. It's an irresistible offer, and we're dangling a carrot. And this carrot is not something that these leads are going through expecting to just get and not sell their vehicle, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why in just a second, why it works out so well, which is going to bring us to our second secret, which is intent-based marketing. And what that is marketing that attracts sellers who are already in their mind deciding to make a decision to sell their vehicle before they even knew who you were, right? So these people are already positioned in their mind that, hey, we're going to sell our car. They didn't even know who you were. They just happened to stumble across you. And then we also dangle a carrot in front of them. That's why it works. That's why when they do go through our system and our process, they are willing already to get rid of their vehicle. They're looking for someone to buy it. And that carrot just makes the entire process so much smoother. And I'll tell you guys how that works in a second. But here's another video from I Drive One Motor Cars. I want to fast forward this over to 24 seconds.
My name's TJ Davis. We've worked with a lot of digital marketing companies over the last 5 years, and these guys have been by far the best. Extremely professional. Just on point with everything that we asked of them. They've been able to deliver times 10 really. So if you're in the market.
And so if you guys hear TJ, he says times 10, really, right? I mean, that's no exaggeration, right? They were able to spend $700 and make 27 grand in net profit using our system. And so what I want to do is I want to go over what actually happens when you actually end up connecting with these sellers who are actually motivated already to sell their vehicle. And what you're going to see is instead of your team actually following up with them, these leads are actually following up with your business, because the carrot they receive, if they can't do business with you, the carrot they receive, if they can't do business with you, is the reason why they're following up with you, right? So, I mean, think about this for a second. You dangle a carrot in front of them, but before then, they've already determined in their head they're going to make a purchase, right? So they go through, and then when they actually turn into a lead, they're following up with you guys because it's a win-win situation, right? If you can't give them the number that if the numbers are not agreeable, then they get this carrot, right? If the numbers are agreeable, they sell the vehicle that they wanted to sell anyway. It's a win-win. It's an offer so irresistible that they will literally feel stupid for not doing. They can't lose by not filling out the form and not interacting with your business. There's no way they can lose, right? And so what I want to do is I want to go into, because I know what a lot of you guys are thinking right now. So I want to go into my last secret, which is disclosures. Because a lot of you guys may be thinking, well, hey, listen, if we, dangle this carrot in front of them, we can't get to the number that they're looking for, then I'm just going to be shelling out whatever this is every single time, right? And so let's jump into disclosures. Disclosures is going to help you guys save a lot of money. It's going to help you guys control the sales process, right? You have to have it. It's mandatory. So, like I said, disclosures are going to help you guys manage the sales process. It's going to minimize the amount of times you hand out the carrot. And the first disclosure is going to show to you from online offers. Okay, that's the first disclosure. It's to show to you from online offers. It states that the only offer that qualifies are the offers that are post-inspection offers, meaning they can't just go into KBB, get an offer for their car, go to Carvana, get an offer for their car, and just hand it over to you and say, if you can't beat this, give me the carrot. Doesn't work that way. They have to have a post-inspection offer. Someone has to see their vehicle. They have to interact with a company. They have to drive to that location. Someone has to see it, then get an offer for that offer to even qualify against our offer, right? And so we do not accept online offers. That's part of the disclosure. Now, good part about this, disclosures are presented at the end of the sales process, not in the beginning. So you're not going to lose people from going through your funnel. And so the second disclosure is going to show to you guys from people just outright shopping numbers, right? So you got to think about it. If you're going to dangle a carrot in front of them, hey, we'll be any offer or we're going to give you X. What you're going to notice, what people could do, I wouldn't say notice, but what people could do is literally get an offer from you guys and take a week or two going to all these different places, getting other offers and people, and they are going to be showing your offer to other people, and then people are going to try to beat your number. And next thing you know, you're going to be shelling out a carrot or shelling out whatever you said that you're going to give to them, right? And so the second disclosure is going to show to you from people shopping numbers. And this states that you have a limited period to accept the offer that we provide to you, which is after we do a post-inspection. And you either A, take the offer, sell us your vehicle, or B, you provide us with a post-inspection offer that's higher than what we have, right? And you have a limited window to do this. We're not going to let you go out and start shopping, right? You have a very limited window. And if you don't meet that window and you don't decide to sell your car to us or decide to, provide us with a post-inspection offer, then our offer is off the table. We don't have to give you the carrot, but you can still sell your vehicle to us, right? And the third disclosure is going to help you guys set appointments, right? And it states, in order for you to qualify for our offer, we must see your vehicle in person, right? So when you have all of these disclosures, I mean, you have to have it tight like this, but it allows you guys to manage the sales process. Here are some of the benefits you receive from these disclosures. You force the quality leads to reach out towards your business, reducing the time and effort that you guys spend following up. Because why? We're dangling a carrot in front of them. They're looking at this situation like, hey, this is a win-win situation. I cannot lose. Leads are directed to visiting your store, giving you more control of the deal with face-to-face communication. Strict time limits are given with those numbers to prevent the accessibility of shopping the numbers, right? So hopefully by now you can see how all of these secrets that I just shared with you could work for you. So here's what we covered. Number one, we covered what an irresistible offer is. Number two, we covered what intent-based marketing is. Number three, we covered what disclosures are. And so what I want to do is I want to ask you guys a question. If all of this was able to help you guys uncover what's holding you back from taking you to the next level. And I give you the exact blueprint to follow and knock down those barriers. So buying the exact vehicles you want at the price you need becomes guaranteed instead of a maybe. Would you guys schedule a 30-minute call? Would it be worth it? Abso-freaking-lutely. You have absolutely nothing to lose. Go ahead and book that call, right? And all you guys got to do is just click the button below, pick a time on your calendar, fill out the information, and we'll get back to you. And here's something that I can tell you. I've been doing business and I've been in this space for a while, right? There's really two types of people here, okay? You got the one who's good at making money, and you got number two, which is someone who's good at making excuses, right? You can't do both. So if you are the one making excuses, I hate to say it, but I think you're going to have a really, really hard time getting the results that you guys are going to be looking for. So don't be someone who makes excuses. Be the guy or the gal that goes all in. And you can trust me with this. So book your call now. Let's make sure we get you guys handled. I have some time on my calendar that I did set aside. You'll be able to pick out a time that's going to be convenient from you guys, and we can get a hold of somebody on my team or me, and we can walk you through everything. And all you guys got to do is click the button below. Now, once you go through this call, you'll have everything mapped out, and you can finally say goodbye to all of your inventory problems. You can say goodbye to all the auction fees and overpaying. Guys, we know when you go to auction, sometimes it's like a hit or miss. We're not saying that this is going to be, we're going to make auctions obsolete. But what I'm saying is how the market is today, how the market is right now. We do understand sometimes you can go to the market or go to the auction and you can score on a win. More likely than not, you're not going to score on a win. You're going to buy a vehicle that's well above retail, or you're going to have all these auction fees that kind of adds to the price and eats away at your profit, right? With private sellers, you don't have to worry about that. You never have to worry about getting into the exact vehicles you want at the price you need it to be at ever again. So can you guys imagine what your life would be like if you were able to get rid of all of that, right? If all those things were to disappear. Now, listen, if you're still on the fence, now's the time for you to book a call. Click the button below. Remember, there's no risk. This call is absolutely free, but the only way for you to know this is going to be right for you is for you to book a call. There's no other way for you to understand if this is going to be good for you if you never booked the call and to begin with in the first place. Again, it's free. So again, guys, I want to say thank you guys for taking the time out to check out this case study. You know, I really can't wait to see you guys on the inside. Hopefully you guys got some value from this video, and hopefully we'll be speaking soon. Thank you. Take care.